guys, what's going on? Insidious Swede back again here for another YouTube video. Welcome to another manga haul. Picked up a bunch of new series that I'm sure a lot of you haven't heard of, and then also some titles that I've been collecting for a while. But getting into it, the first book that I have is the final volume of Naoki Urasawa's Monster. And this is a book I just started last night. I've read the first half of volume 1. And so far, it's living up to everything I was hoping it was going to be. If you guys don't know, one of the main reasons why I put off reading Monster until I got the entire series was because with Naoki Urasawa and works like Pluto here, or 20th Century Boys, his stories are really immersive. You have to sit down and spend a couple of days reading through them, otherwise you're going to lose some of the story. If you're reading, you know, one volume in January and the next in March, you're just losing too much time in between to, you know, really focus on the series. So I put it off until now to get the entire series, and so far it's been worth the wait. Looking forward to getting back into it after this video, and you know, finally happy to have the entire series. Alright, next title up is Volume 2 of Good Night Punpun. This is a book that I think I mentioned when I showed off Volume 1 that I intend to hold off on reading for now, kind of like Naoki Urasawa in all honesty. Inio Asano's work are a lot heavier than a lot of other manga series, and I do kind of want to read it all together. Considering it's like 13 volumes in Japan, so about, you know, 6 or 7 over here. I guess I can wait. We'll have to see if I end up doing so or not, but I am looking forward to it, and I do want to read it, so I may not hold myself to that. We'll have to see, but yeah, happy to get Good Night Punpun. These are also very high quality volumes from Viz. Very happy with the condition and quality these came out with, but yeah, for now I'm going to hold off, but very much looking forward to reading it soon. Next up is Volume 3 of Nichiju, My Ordinary Life. Now, this is a series that I made a first impressions for, and in the comments you guys said, you know, it wasn't for you, or it wasn't that funny, and I completely get that. It's not for everyone. I just find it, you know, an enjoyable, lighthearted read to not take too seriously. But if you're looking for a better slice of life manga series, definitely check out a title like Barakeman or Yotsuba. By far, those are better than Nichiju, but overall, I enjoy the manga, so for now, I'll continue to buy it. Alright, next up is actually a series that I got on the final day of the Barnes & Noble sale. The video that I had last featured a lot of the manga that I got from that sale, but I went back in that last day to see if I could find anything else I was interested in, and this one kind of caught my eye. It is actually a manhwa, and it's called Jack the Ripper Hellblade. I got Volume 1 and I got Volume 2 here, and from what I know, it's a 5-volume manhwa series that came out in about 2012, and the idea behind it is, you know, Jack the Ripper, the infamous killer from London, is basically taken as the main character and going from there. So it sounds kind of interesting. I don't know if it's going to be amazing or terrible. We'll have to see, but again, it's only 5 volumes, and I figured I really enjoyed Shaman Warrior, which was another manhwa series, so I figured I'd give this one a chance. And yeah, so looking forward to reading that one. But of course, with the Barnes & Noble sale, it was buy 2, get the 3rd free. So the free manga volume that I got is for a brand new series that I would not have purchased any other way besides really cheap or free. So that is the 7 Seas title, Battle Rabbits. Now, I have no idea what this is about. I know it's a new release. It didn't come out too long ago, but if any of you out there have read this, I would love to know what you think about it, because, again, with this sale, I figure I'd give it a chance because, well, again, free is better than anything, and even if it's not an amazing book, I'm not going to be too broken up about it, but yeah, it should be interesting. This is definitely a book that I'll have to read before buying any more of this series, because I literally have no idea if it's something I'll even enjoy. So yeah, we'll have to see from there, but interesting title nonetheless. Alright, next 2 books I guess I'll just show together because I don't have too much to say about either. The first one is One Punch Man Volume 7. You guys know it's one of my favorite mangas of all time. And the next series is Assassination Classroom Volume 7 as well. A series that has been underwhelming at best for me, but has been getting better, as you guys mentioned that it would. So I guess I'm looking forward to more. Assassination Classroom we'll have to see, and I'm currently rereading One Punch Man, which has been fantastic. The art is even better in person than it is online, so that's been fantastic. But yeah, really great series, and then one that's been just okay for me. Alright, next title up is the second and final volume of Doubt. The first volume was good. It wasn't amazing. Basically, it's like a murder mystery, whodunit kind of series. Basically, it's the metaphor they use is there is a wolf amongst the rabbits, and the rabbits have to find the wolf before they all get killed off. So it is a unique idea. The art's pretty good. The main characters are just okay. You don't really get a ton of backstory on them, so it's kind of hard to care. But overall, it's just been an interesting read, and really, I'm looking forward to getting into Judge, which is I don't know if it's a sequel or just kind of like a spin-off sequel to Doubt, but I've heard that one's pretty good as well, so looking forward to finishing this one up and then getting into that series. Alright, next book up is the third volume of The Rising of the Shield Hero. Have not started this one yet, unfortunately. I don't know if it's going to be great or amazing. I've heard pretty good things about it, and it seems to be very popular on, you know, the Scantron manga sites, so I guess it's popular. We'll have to see if it's something I'd enjoy, but I don't mind picking up the first couple volumes before hopping into it. Alright, the next series is the second volume of Forget Me Not. This is a book I think I mentioned when I showed off the first volume that I would buy a few more volumes of because I'm fairly certain it's going to be a series I enjoy, so I think I might buy 1 or 2 more volumes and then start reading it, so looking forward to that. Alright, next one up is the 24th volume of Blade of the Immortal. Now this is actually a series I can't read right now because I lost my volume I was currently reading, so I'm stuck on that. I might just hop online, read the chapters that, you know, make up that volume and then continue on from there because it's been a great read so far. Really amazing series. Should have gotten into this series years ago, but I'm glad I am now. You know, the final volume just came out not too long ago, so looking forward to collecting this entire series. Definitely do so if you guys are interested in reading this manga, because with Dark Horse, you never know when series are going out of print. So anyways, looking forward to Blade of the Immortal. Should be a fun read. Alright, next book up is the 5th volume of Twin Star Exorcists. Now, I've said this a couple of times, Twin Star Exorcists is an underrated shonen series. It's not, you know, amazing. It's not One Punch Man, but still, it's good for what it is. The characters have a lot of information and depth behind them. You care about them. They're interesting. The idea is fairly strong. So overall, it's just a fun read. And every time I get a volume of Twin Star, I'm looking forward to it. So definitely should be something I read soon. Alright, next book up is volume 67 of Bleach. Now, it's been a long time since I've read a Bleach volume. I've been falling behind on it, and with it ending now, I think I might just go back and reread all of Bleach, and then, of course, up to volume 67, and then finish it online and collect the volumes as they come out to finish up the series, just because I feel like I've forgotten so much. I feel like it would, you know, make sense to go back and read it over again, but I love Bleach. I have a lot of nostalgia and passion for it because it was one of the first main series I got into. But yeah, kind of looking forward to the end. Hopefully, Tite Kubo does it justice. Alright, next book up is the second volume of Yowamushi Pedal. Now, when I got the first volume, I got a lot of comments saying watch the anime, and I did. I watched the entire series, and it is stunning. It's phenomenal, and you're right, I've read the first volume of the manga, but the anime is so much better. I mean, with it being a sports racing manga, it really needs those action sequences to really elevate the series, in my opinion, but great read nonetheless, so I will continue to buy the manga, but if you guys want to experience the superior version of this series, watch the anime. Alright, next book up is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon Volume 5. Now, this is a title that if I bought 2 years ago, I would have been turned off by the ecchi fan service, because it's always never been something I've enjoyed. But over the past year and a half, I've kind of been a little bit more lax on that kind of stuff, and honestly, because of that, I could really sit down and enjoy this series. I think it's a very good title. I don't know what it is about it, because the characters aren't that strong. I mean, Belkun, our main character, is not that interesting, and then Ais Wallenstein, who's the, I guess, the female interest for Belkun, is also just an okay character, but something about it has been very fun to read. The art's pretty good. The story feels kind of generic and feels like it's been done before, but overall, it's just been a fun read, and looking forward to getting into Volume 5. Alright, next book up is Volume 3 of Livingstone. Of course, done by the same creators as Deadman Wonderland, and this is something I didn't notice until now, but the artist, Jinsei Kataoka, has a problem I like to call the same face syndrome. And, you know, even a talented artist like this can have the problem of drawing very similar faces to characters they've done before. I'm sure all of you guys can recognize who this is from Deadman Wonderland, but overall it's still a great read. Just kind of interesting to technically see the same characters in different manga because of the artist, and it's by no means bashing him. He's a fantastic artist. He does fantastic work, but just kind of funny that I saw that, and it really does resemble a lot of characters you've seen before. Not just him, there's been others as well. Alright, next up is a new series. It is the first volume of Overlord. Now, I thought about getting the light novel. I decided against it because, as always, I'm a fan of manga first and foremost. And if there's the option between light novel and manga, I will pick the latter. But yeah, it should be an interesting read. We'll have to see if it's any better. I'm sure you guys will let me know if the manga is inferior to the light novel for sure. But still, should be a fun read. Alright, next up I got volumes 15 and 16 of Noragami. This is a series that I do love. You guys know this. I've been reading it for a long time now. I kind of stopped there. I think I'm on like volume 14 or 13 right now. Not because it's been bad, it's just I really have been reading other things and kind of don't mind building up a bit of a backlog for a series like this and then kind of sitting down and getting caught up to date again. But yeah, a good read, good story. I'm sure you guys have checked it out by now. And the final volume for the video is Volume 5 of The Ancient Magus Bride. This is a series, I've said it before, I'll say it again. It's one of those titles I wasn't expecting to enjoy, but surprisingly, I've been loving it. It's one of the best series from Seven Seas manga or entertainment out there. It really does. I do think it appeals to any audience, just someone who's a fan of manga, and just cannot wait to get into this next volume because the series so far has been fantastic. So, anyways, guys, that is all I bought, so thank you for watching. If you have any comments or questions, please feel free to leave them down below. But anyways, guys, I'm Insidious Swede, and until next time, take care.